Okay, so what's going on, people? First off, my voice is feeling just a little bit weird right now. But if you saw that barrage of videos that I put up between last night and this morning, those 9 Air Max collection videos, yeah, I did some math and that was about 2 hours of me sitting here talking about Air Maxes. So maybe that's where this comes from, and however long the videos were that I did earlier in the day. But whatever. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna make this video happen again. Well, not again, this is a new video. But I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna make it happen because that's what happens around here, right? So, here we go. Now, I don't have much of a backstory to give you on these other than one thing that is a little different, is that Finish Line, they came through for me again, right? So that's where I got my Earths, and a couple other things, some recent SNL Adidas, the Ultra Boost. But on the bigger items, I usually don't think that it's going to work out because I just haven't had great luck with them. But not only did I get through on them this time around, I was able to use my winner circle points and such to bring the price down a good $20. So, $20, which was very nice because Foot Locker and a lot of those other sites, when you try to buy something new online, they are not a huge fans of you using like those discount codes. $350 was upside down. But Finish Line, I guess if you're willing to spend the money, they'll do whatever they can to make you want to spend it. And so that was very cool of them. So that brings us to this little video that we have here today. So, as you can see here, and what you've already seen in the thumbnail and title, this is a 350 box, right? Not just any 350 box. If you look on the side, you'll see that as it says Cinder 3 times because, well, those are the only 3 colors on here, I suppose. But we'll get into this in a second here, once I get these things open. The side of the box is just a little bit different. One thing I just noticed. On that part, usually this part is kind of filled in with a little extra piece of cardboard there. Now it's not. Either that or this box is damaged, but it looks like this is just a different style that they have on here, which is good because pulling those things out isn't like difficult or whatever, but you have to kind of wiggle it around a little bit just to get through there. This, man, slides right out, so better already. But yeah, so these ended up setting me back, I want to say it was like 210 to 215, something like that. I had got through earlier that morning on Hibbit because Hibbit was super easy, almost too easy. It made me wonder if it was actually going to happen. So in the end, I ended up canceling that order because I got this one put in, and I was like, well, they're going to let me cancel this online, so hey, we're good. It took them a little while to give me my money back because they put that little hold on your debit card or whatever. But hey, it's cool. It all worked out in the end. So now here we are looking at these. I've seen a couple of people already like have theirs rolling in, which is good. It's nice to see people getting their stuff on time, and especially like now when I was not really sure what shipping would be like. But the good people of UPS and USPS are making sure everything works like it's supposed to, so that's pretty awesome. Putting themselves out there, keeping the world afloat, and I do appreciate it. So first things first, we gotta look over these, make sure everything looks like it's supposed to look, because sometimes things don't. And also, I wanna take a quick look at these just to kind of see what I think of them, because I've never seen these before. I saw a couple people post videos and things on Instagram and all that, but I mostly just ignored it because I like to keep my views fresh for when I actually open the box. So, and here we are. But alright, cool. So, there's that. Everything's looking good. I mean, it's looking very plain, so there's no where to see any like real blemishes or anything. So it's just the one color, which makes things easy. So that being that, means that it is now review time on this right here, the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the Cinder colorway. They've been pumping out Yeezys left and right lately. Like, not just the 350s, those 380s came out recently. There was Wave Runners yesterday and apparently Zebras yesterday. Probably something else that I can't remember right now. Oh yeah, Quantum? No, that was a little while ago. Either way, that doesn't matter right now. The only thing that matters is these. So, here we go. Looking at these, right? This right here, the Cinders, get you like this close look if I can, and then I'm gonna bring that down so we can start over here. So, this, some people were saying that it was gonna be kind of a gum bottom thing, and this is not to me. This is kind of like some sort of, I don't know, chocolatey sort of, whatever color that might be, is just like some sort of brown color, right? When I think gum bottom, I think like what you might find on, what was that, the semi-frozen yellows. That was a straight up gum bottom. This, not so much. But anyways, so it's the typical bottom that you're gonna see on all of the 350s, right? So you got the boost kind of like, you know, in those perforated areas, you can kind of see it there, and then here on the heel. What you don't generally see is this bright yellow heel piece that says boost. Right, usually I think that is not so standoutish. But it is on these for whatever reason. Anyway, so there's that. And then that's really the only different color on these shoes. Because once you get up to the upper part here, move that out of the way. Once you get up to the upper part here, this is where it kind of just dies down a bit as far as, you know, colors and such. So looking at the midsole, right around here, it's very much the closest they could probably do to the upper. And I look at that, I see that it is just a little bit lighter, but you know, given when you look at the materials involved, maybe that's a choice that they didn't dye it as dark or whatever, but I feel like it's probably best that there is a bit of a contrast in there, because having just one shade across the whole thing, I'm not a huge fan of that. I know some people like it, I'm just not that guy. And then moving on past that, onto the upper here, you're not going to see anything that you haven't really seen before, right? So out here on the outer side, the lateral side I believe they call it, that's the side with the strip, right? This big see-through kind of strip. Can you see through here a little bit? Just a little bit. Again, same issues I had with something else, because, you know, a black panel, black fingers, it just doesn't always work. Anyway, so you look at that, and you can kind of see in there, if you had some bright socks on, it show through, so there's that. Onto the back, you got the heel tab there that some people like, some people don't like. I am indifferent to the whole thing. And then the rest of the upper is everything that you've come to see on mostly everything over the last while. And I say that not necessarily by the coloring, but because of the stitching. So looking at these here, you see right there towards the toe box area, and then up to the middle area, back to where around the heel is and everything. It's all very much the same stuff. And then on this medial side here, slightly different stitching style, but it still varies all throughout the shoe throughout. And somebody was pointing out, I want to say it was Bobby Sneaker World maybe, that this part of the shoe right here, where there's normally that little stitching that kind of brings it all together, they're saying it doesn't seem as poorly made or as large or whatever. And I can agree to that, but I also haven't really paid attention to that on the last few pairs that I've picked up, which is a good number. So if I do that later, which I will, because I made not a promise, but I did tell Gunplay or Mus on the gram that I would do a comparison between these and the statics. So I will be doing that later, and that will be my moment to hopefully remember to do that little comparison. But anywho, moving right along, the rest of the upper, very standard stuff, right? You got those laces that you see on all of them, same style, no 3M this time around, just the standard plain laces. And honestly, I think that that's the best move for this particular color, because the 3M just would seem weird on these. And then on the inside, you got the typical Adidas Yeezy boost, or Adidas Yeezy on the inside on the insole. On the back, that's going to be 3M. Not going to bother with the pictures, but just know that it is, because throwing that in there for that one little piece, not super necessary, I don't think. And now that concludes pretty much the whole shoe. Overall, if you want my thoughts, they're fine. They're not amazing, they're fine. There's that. Now, you probably want my thoughts on sizing and all that stuff, because that's a thing that people like to hear about. Even though it varies from person to person, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the sizing and the comfort. So, first off, sizing, right? I'm gonna say true to size on these. Whatever you wear in your standard Ultra Boost or night joggers or NMDs or what's those 9317s, whatever you happen to have, I'm gonna say go with that same size on these. Some people say they don't stretch as much as they would like them to, but I think they stretch enough to give you a good fit, right? So if you're gonna actually wear them, you'll be fine going true to size. Moving on past that, I'm not gonna dwell on it. The comfort of these, right? Yes, Adidas has done some amazing things with their Boost, making anything with Boost very comfortable, minus the NMD, a little questionable. But when it comes to these, while they may be the most comfortable out there, it's hard to say if they're worth that price. I kind of lean towards no in a lot of cases, because as a shoe overall, you want the whole experience, like meaning like the look and everything, and these, a lot of them haven't been that great. So I'd rather go and get some really cheap Ultra Boost and call it a day. But as far as this goes, yes, I will say, like a lot of people, that these are likely the most comfortable shoe out there. But the price you pay just kind of makes you think, like, is it really worth it though? So past that though, I mean, past the bottom, the upper is really good. It's got that prime knit thing going on, so it's got that sock feeling. So it's gonna move wherever your foot needs to move. Very nice all together. But again, it comes down to, you know, what kind of, I guess, financial decisions you like to make. So that's really kind of it for that. I don't think I have too much else to say about the sizing, so we can probably just go ahead and get that whole thing wrapped up. The video should have also played through by now, so we should be good on that, meaning we should be good on the review. So from me to you, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Go ahead, have yourself a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And if you're into Air Maxes, I uploaded a good 9 videos about Air Maxes last night / this morning. Go ahead and check those out. If that's not your thing, I put up some other video yesterday also about Vans things and a wrestling crate unboxing. You can go watch that stuff, because as you can see, I'm a wrestling kind of guy. But that's it for me. Again, thanks. I do appreciate it, however much of this video you watched. All right, later, people.